Morning folks, today we're looking at the Behringer Bass Brassmaster Fuzz pedal. So this is a reissue of an original Maestro fuzz pedal from around 1974-ish. So basically these original pedals are a little bit older than me. And as the name suggests, these were known for producing a kind of ring modulator stroke brassy kind of fuzz effect. So as I say, so this is the Behringer reissue. This is available today for around about £70 in the UK, but where you live those prices might vary. We have got a brass volume, as it's called here, which is the amount of fuzz essentially, or the volume of the fuzz. Then we got sensitivity, which is the amount of fuzz, and then we have the bass volume, so you can dial in more bass to your pedal if you to your sound if you want. There's also two switches here. This is called the brass switch, so in one more treble bite, and then in the two position more mid focused, and then there's another switch here, and in the one position that's about the harmonics apparently, and in the one position it's going to give you more trebly harmonic content versus two, which is a more bass, mid-bass harmonic content. That's a pedal and an off switch. Let's put it through some synthesizers. This is the unboxing bit. So this is the Bass Brassmaster Fuzz from Behringer, purchased with my own money from Anderton's here in the UK. Big looking pedal. Bit of writing there from, is that from Uli? Tiny manual. Okay, so it looks like in the box. So it's mostly packaging. Weighty. I don't think there's going to be any other, no other cables. So a lot of the box is just padding, I suppose. Manual, won't be needing that. Nice looking pedal. I think there's no battery compartment I can see. These pedals ship like £60-70 UK, probably similar, $60-70 in the US, 60-70 euros on the continent. I mean, it's your most simple sort of pedal, isn't it? Well, let's compare it size-wise with a Boss pedal. So, not as tall as a Boss, obviously much wider than a Boss. Size comparison with my favourite fuzz pedal, the Carcosa from DoD. So you can see, yeah, not as tall, but obviously much wider. We have got a Behringer Model D, the Boog, or the Bogue, I suppose you'd pronounce it, which sounds like we're listening to oscillators 1 and 2. Okay, here we go, triangle wave. Little bit of reverb. The first thing to say is there is lots of gain in this pedal, like lots. So I'm going to turn my mixer down a lot, engage the pedal. Everything's at 12 o'clock, and for me, I was playing with this last night, the brass switch is in the 2 position, so it's more mid-focused, and the harmonic switch is number 1, so that's more high harmonics. For me, this was sounding a little bit nicer, but obviously your setup might vary. Also, I like the attack on the synth to be nice and slow, just so we can hear that fuzz sound coming in. And it's pretty glorious. Now, this was originally designed for bass guitars, although plenty of guitarists used it. And, you know, it does sound really good down here in these. Lovely stuff. And we can play with our filter on the synth. Yeah, the combination of a nice filter and this pedal, things can get a bit crazy, a bit noisy. So of course we could just use it as a bit of a boost, so we could put the sensitivity right down, so it's sort of less sort of fuzzy, and then just make up with the volume. And of course we can stick the fuzz way up and have loads of fuzz. Let's flip to a different key. Yeah, you can hear that bass coming in, so if I turn the bass all the way off, sort of nasally, it's nice, nice. If we just return to 12 o'clock, let's just try the bass control in the one position, so that's 2. Yeah, just, I mean, even my filter's all the way closed and that's still maybe a bit glassy for my liking. And then obviously we're focusing the harmonics, we've got that in 1, so that's the higher harmonics. If you focus on the lower harmonics, yeah, I don't know. I kind of prefer that there. So yeah, brass 2, harmonic 1. Set everything to 12 o'clock. It's not a bad sound. And obviously it's just one wave shape, so let's take it all the way over to the tight square wave. Actually, I'm just using these 2 voices. So obviously how the synth is set up and the filter and what oscillator you're using is going to change how that sounds, obviously. Fuzzy fuzz pedal, raspy synth. This is the Behringer Wasp. Which sounds quite sort of tame. Volume down, pedal on, 12 o'clock. Well, the Wasp sounds very sort of quacky, doesn't it? But we can, obviously we've got that bass volume. We can take the bass volume. Okay, having just played with the Wasp, I think we want to be at a lower octave on the Wasp. Yeah, you can make a very polite analog synth sound very, very gnarly. Very, very gnarly indeed. By the sounds of it, these switches, yeah, I can hear those are popping because I can hear the reverb tail of the switch. Which possibly isn't great if you're using this in a kind of live setup where you wanted to sort of switch these, I don't know, and it was a particularly ambient soundscape you were making. These do come in under £100, of course. They are, you know, they're not the most boutique, well-made pedals. I mean, I think they're fine. It's a solid sort of feeling pedal, but yeah, those switches are a bit noisy. These are fine. Then these aren't crackly. Let's go for this with the sawtooth. Let's have it as just almost as a boost. Bit of delay. That sounds okay. That sounds okay. So it's quite polite, isn't it? Without the fuzz, but even with the fuzz and my sensitivity to the amount of fuzz almost off, it's just adding that nice little bit of harmonic sort of character to the sound. Seems like the difference between, like, say, if that's 1 and that's 2, seems like at 3 that's like, okay, and now we're getting warmed up. Volca keys. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. Bit of ARP action. Just to turn the delay off. So that's interesting. So you can just have the bass volume independent of the brass volume, and also if these are off, it's really off. So super nasal on the brass. It's a bit nicer in it. Just I don't think the fuzz likes the delay much. Obviously the Volca keys does have 3 voices. And that's pretty gnarly. Okay, I like that. Let's go full on ring modulator mode on the keys. That's good. So I've just given you a few analog synths there. Yeah, so there's bags of gain in this little pedal for you. So if you're playing with this and with some synths, watch your ears, watch your levels. I don't think I quite found a brassy sort of sound, but obviously this was designed for bass and used for guitar. Don't necessarily even think I found a sort of ring modulatory type sound, but obviously, you know, there's yeah, this will certainly dirty up any signal that you give it. I don't know if you've got any good ideas of what I might try this on next. Maybe you try it on some digital synthesizers and some pads and see if I can get some sort of chaos pads or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's the video. Take care, folks. Cheers. Oh, by the way, I wrote. That's a lie. I used AI to help me write a little history document about the original Brassmaster pedal from Maestro, division of Gibson back in the day, and that document also points out to two of the other clones of the Brassmaster that various boutique companies are offering today, because I checked earlier online and they're still available. So this isn't the only Brassmaster reissue that you can buy. There are a couple of others out there as well. All right, cheers folks, bye.